matter of the next 40 days or so, we have 4 larger things that may or may not be taking place in the COD scene. Mostly all of them are guaranteed and will be happening, but there's a window of time that I think that will excite absolutely everyone, and of course we'll be talking about that here in this video. But for the preliminary predictions, keep an eye on these dates. This upcoming Tuesday, March 26th, April 9th, April 23rd, and April 30th. Why, you may ask? Well, of course, we'll break it down here in this video. Today I want to talk to you guys about the next month in Call of Duty and what that might hold with some big things on the horizon. So let's just jump right into it. First things first, previously I was actually looking to make this a couple of weeks ago, but schedulings didn't really work out as I had planned. But a little prequel of sorts here, and a fifth thing we would have talked about was that of Shamrock and Awe. As the 12th Black Ops 4 kicked off the Shamrock and Awe event, if you want to call it that, on PlayStation 4 as the lead-off, and as we know, earlier this week for Xbox One and PC, it finally was made available for everybody then. This drummed up some controversy of its own. We had updates for Blackout in the way of a new map, or rather new lighting and new sort of texturing on the environment at large. We had the hardcore game mode. We ended up having some seasonal Easter eggs like leprechauns, like the Rainbow Mystery Box with a boatload of killer loot inside that, and other things alike on the smaller end, like the hot rods and such making their way over into the standard Blackout modes. For zombies, we ended up seeing a new gauntlet for Blood of the Dead, but while there really wasn't all that much outside of that in terms of the larger content, a new map seemed promising at the time that would come at the end of the month, so a larger content drop was still on the way. Along with that, we ended up having some of the similar Easter egg stuff with the green-eyed zombies for anybody that wanted to capitalize on that, and for MP, we got a reskin of the map Contraband, to which was really cool for some, others weren't necessarily too fond of it, and wherever you fall on that spectrum of your thoughts on it, it's totally cool and you're entitled to your own beliefs on it, but simply for stating the facts, we got that, plus we got a themed Shamrock stockpile, which on PlayStation 4 is just the standard stockpile now. We got a drastically overpriced bundle in the shop, and that was really about it. People thought we'd be getting a mini stream in the Contraband stream, which was going to hold a new sniper rifle, potentially a new melee, some new cosmetics and things like that, but that actually didn't come as of the Shamrock update. We later talked about that it actually made a little more sense that we wouldn't see it immediately up front because the Barbarians event was that halfway point for Operation Absolute Zero, and as you'll see in this video as we describe it a little bit further, the marketing is very regulated, very standardized, and so we start to follow patterns with that kind of stuff. Plus, we ended up seeing that if there was that update coming to Blackout and Zombies, MP wouldn't have anything, so people would be even more frustrated if it was dropped up front a little later on. But that's where we've been. As for where we can go now with this, well, we talked about that redacted event, and that is pretty much the next big thing up for Black Ops 4. As of this upcoming Tuesday, we already know that Ancient Evil is going to be launching for PlayStation 4 users, and then a week later for Xbox One and PC, in which that's a brand new Zombies map, the DLC 2 map for Zombies, and it's going to be a conclusion to the Chaos story within Black Ops 4. That's not to say that it doesn't return in the theoretical Black Ops 5 in 3 years' time, but for the time being, we're not going to have any of the Chaos maps anymore outside of this. This is going to be the conclusion of it in Black Ops 4, and truthfully, I'm looking forward to seeing some of that stuff. As the time of you watching this, actually, there should be a video and a trailer out already about that, and I'd assume that we end up seeing some Zombies content from creators coming out very soon as well. But along with the Zombies content, we also know that we'll probably be getting that Blackout update as well, which we greatly infer will be the addition of Alcatraz Island as well as a nighttime map, or a new rumor that I've heard now is that maybe since Alcatraz is such a larger location that maybe it's its own standalone little map, that it's only Alcatraz Island and it's a smaller player count. I don't necessarily think that will happen, but regardless, we'll be seeing a larger addition to Blackout for the second half of Operation Grand Heist. And again, to kind of touch all bases in the game, MP wouldn't be left out. That's probably going to be getting that mini update with new weapons and all things considered, but that's something that update 1.16 is that first date that we can mark off of those 4 that we discussed earlier in the video. March 26th is that next big event for Black Ops 4, so that's the first thing we can look out for. But when we take a look at it, that's pretty much going to be the last of the content that we've seen from Grand Heist, from the trailer all the way back, and all the things considered. We already saw a lot of the microtransaction stuff added in that we saw in that trailer, like the Carbalicious camo, like the Ruin, the Escape outfit, and so on and so forth. So there's not really all that much over that next month that will lead us into what may be another big update. And so, therefore, an entire month, 4 weeks, is a long time in Call of Duty's marketing to not really have anything. So that leaves an open gap and an open window around, again, that 2-week mark, which Activision loves to capitalize on. 2 weeks to let things breathe after they release, and then 2 weeks to then jump into something else to fill that window and that void. Well, this actually would make a perfect time for our first Modern Warfare 4 or theoretical Modern Warfare 4 teaser. It is getting to that time of year in which we start to see some things either discussed, leaked, or officially revealed for the next Call of Duty title coming up this fall. We don't exactly know when that will launch, whether it be October like Black Ops 4 and a pushed up release date as such, or if it reverts back to that standard November release that we've seen for the majority of titles in the Call of Duty franchise. But no doubt, while also filling that void of what would inevitably be 4 weeks of nothingness for Black Ops 4 and what's in the Call of Duty universe, that 2-week mark for what may potentially bring us to Tuesday, April 9th actually does have some history surrounding it. For reference, the reveals for the past 4 titles have gone as followed. Black Ops 4's reveal was March 8th, 2018. World War II's reveal was April 21st, 2017. Infinite Warfare's leaked name was April 26th of 2016. We saw a couple of days later in early May that the official reveal trailer and everything went live at that point. And then Black Ops 3's reveal happened on April 9th, 2015. With previously utilized viral marketing leading up to that. So while the Black Ops franchise shares that kind of earlier than anticipated marketing schedule with a void to fill in April and also the rest of the tail end of April filled up with content for Black Ops 4 that will be heavily marketed, that open window of the 9th seems pretty probable in my mind that we might see something. Now, it's important to note that this is probably just a reveal of the name or a teaser of sorts, not necessarily a massive trailer or anything gameplay related. We usually see that larger scale marketing and promotion start in May, and even the earliest confirmed reveal and tease for a COD game of Black Ops 4, which happened in March, had a reveal in May. So this to me is more so going to be the earliest inklings of promotion for COD 2019 and a confirmed name associated with it. But it'll be something for sure, and of course it does fill that void of that what inevitably will be 4 weeks off of nothing, and also falls in line with that previously denoted marketing schedule that we've seen beforehand for reveals. So that's 2 of our 4 dates off the board, March 26th and April 9th. Next up on the list is another 2 weeks later, bringing us to April 23rd. This then is when I think we'll start to see the Operation 4 teasers. That is a week out from when our current operation of Grand Heist will come to a conclusion. As of that Tuesday, the 30th, that's when at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll end up seeing a brand new operation kick off. So that date of the 23rd is that 1 week out mark, and that's when we normally see the promotion start for everything. The past 2 operations for Grand Heist, as well as Operation Absolute Zero, had that marketing start 1 week out, and I think actually even Grand Heist may have started on that Monday, the 8-day marker if I'm not mistaken. I feel like there was something there, but off the top of my head I can't verify that. But regardless, that 1 week out mark is when we normally see the first teasers, trailers, and so on and so forth. Trailers usually come a little bit later within Black Ops 4's marketing, but things like a new zombies perk were teased earlier on. Things like the prestige system for Blackout was teased earlier on in that week before Grand Heist, and so on and so forth. So the smaller things leading up to what will inevitably be in a trailer is what is dropped the week before. So again, that April 23rd date is when I'd imagine that starts to kick off, 2 weeks after our theoried Modern Warfare 4 announcement or teaser that we may end up getting to again fill that previous void. So that brings us to another 2-week advancement here with that, following the marketing calendar that we normally see with Call of Duty and Activision. And the final thing that we end up having is again that date of April 30th, which is more so a confirmed operation change more than anything else, because that's simply just when the time runs out on Operation Grand Heist. April 30th we'll see at 9:59 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, that final minutes of Grand Heist, and then once that changes over to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll end up having Operation 4, whatever that may include, or whatever that theme may be, in which we'll probably get a brand new specialist associated with it, probably new maps in terms of the Black Ops Pass. I can't imagine we'd end up seeing another Zombies map at that point, because that's only a 4-week turnover at that point, which is a little quicker than we normally see, not only in the marketing, but also in the developmental process. We'll end up having brand new cosmetics, we'll have a brand new contraband stream as well. Here's to hoping they add more camos and things worthwhile in that, outside of just 75 stickers, calling cards, and a reticle. But regardless, it is something that is more so confirmed than anything else here, because we have that countdown timer actually in game right now. We know when the operation is going to end. We know when it's going to roll over into another one, assuming that we end up having it like the last 2, jumping right into another operation as well. And there's no downtime or anything like we saw between World War II's events. But But regardless, that is the final thing to talk about here and to look out for in the next upcoming month. So that said, recapping once again, those dates coming back to it of the 26th of March, the 9th of April, the 23rd of April, and the 30th of April are all reasons to keep your eyes open for and sort of benchmarks, if you will, in the Call of Duty community. The upcoming 26th update should be pretty good as well, but outside of that, we might start to look elsewhere in terms of some new information and what's on deck. But that said, that's where we're going to wrap it up. I wanted to keep you guys in the loop here and give you guys my predictions for the upcoming month of Black Ops 4, and also what may be that Call of Duty 2019 title confirmation of maybe Modern Warfare 4. Maybe some cool trailer stuff with that too. But that said, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you guys think of this here? Do you think that these dates are a bullseye? Do you think that we're slightly off the mark? Or do you think that something else will happen on those dates? Whatever it may be, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Black Ops 4 and what may very well be Modern Warfare 4 in the near future. Any updates, news, information, tips, tricks, all that good stuff, we'll keep you covered here on the channel. So if any of that interests you, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, there's the best place to get connected outside of YouTube. Practically live on both those, so if you guys don't want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. But that said, now to the way, thank you guys all so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.